Well, hello, my friends. Welcome to Breakfast with Sergio. In today's episode, I want to share with you how to promote a new series or a new body of work on social media for best results. My friends, super happy to be here. Welcome to my table today to start my day. Some slices of mango here on my table, ready for me to eat. What's on your table? I always enjoy reading what's on your table this morning. Well, my friends, I want to share with you because I just finished a new body of work, small works on paper. It's a new series that I just did, and it's called Sanctuary. And I'm super excited about it. And I created a whole strategy behind the work on how to share it, how to market it out in social media. And I want to share that with you today because perhaps it can help you also when you create your own work and when you share it out. Having a strategy, having a plan behind it, is going to help you also market it and get it out to people, who may want to buy it and collect it. So this is a new series, the small works on paper, which I started about 2 months ago. I've been working on this for a while, and from the beginning, I started sharing the process on my Instagram, on my stories, and also I would do some posts from my studio, showing how I'm working on the work without really showing the finished pieces, without just kind of showing details or taking a shot of the studio where you can see I'm working on stuff. They're small, but you don't see exactly what they will be. And I've been recording, documenting that process and sharing it with my audience. So the whole idea of this is to build momentum from the time the work is in the studio all the way as I'm going to, and as I started releasing each of the works. So this is how it's going to, or how it's working. So the idea is to involve the audience from the beginning, right? Involve the audience, create anticipation, and create continuity, right? Because continuity, people understand what you're doing if they see continuity. If you're posting random things back and forth, well, that doesn't create continuity, right? The idea of this whole series, because it's a series, is to create continuity around it on everything that I'm doing in my social media. So one of the ways in which I involve my audience is not only sharing, the working process, but also I ask my audience on Instagram using my stories, I ask them to give me ideas on what to call this series. And, a lot of people commented, gave me a bunch of ideas, and the one that I liked the most was Sanctuary. I thought it was a great title for the series based on the imagery that I was going to release and, based on the sketches that I had shown to people. I think that was a really fitting title, and that was super cool, super thankful that my audience helped me pick the title, right? So in there's already building momentum, it's already building, anticipation and a sense of community around the series that I'm working. Once the series was complete and finished, so the way I'm doing is I'm taking each of the works and releasing one per day. Only I'm releasing about I'm not doing 7 days a week for the release. I'm doing probably 4 or 5 days a week for the release, giving it some time for people to look at the series. Up to now, at the time of this video, I have released 4, so today I will release the 5th one. So here's one of the ones that was recently released. And the way I am releasing them on Instagram is I'm not just showing the artwork. So I take the photograph, I use the wall app from my phone, and I put it on a little frame, right, which is, again, it's from the app. Put it on a frame, and that way it gives a nice visual of how the work will look once it's framed. Again, this will help market the work in a way that people can imagine this being in their homes, which is very different as if I just show, just the finished piece, where it doesn't give you a context of size, of space, of how this thing looks in the world. So I do that, and also it's nice because it makes the work smaller, right? So I'm not uploading a high-res image on my social media. So the wall app allows me to show it how it will look framed, and then I add a second image where I just do a detail shot, so people can really take a look at the detail, because there's a lot of detail on these works, and people will then enjoy also the detail as well. So you have one shot, which is a wider shot, where is the work frame using the wall app, and you can use, there are many apps that you can use for this. And also then the second image is just a detail of the main part, the focal point of the work. Now, the caveat of this is, as I release each work, is I tell, what's the name of the series, what number this one is for that particular series, and then I also make sure I say what's the size and what's the medium. And I see a lot of people who sometimes don't, in their posts, a lot of artists who don't share what's the size and what's the medium, which is very important. For those of us who collect art, you gotta know what's it made of and how big it is. So don't forget always to include that. So I mentioned that. I tell a little bit of a story about each piece, right? I don't say about what it means, because meaning should be interpreted by each individual according to his or her own experiences. But I just talk a little bit about the idea. For example, when I posted this one, I talk about, I wasn't really sure about it first. I have another piece, for example, that I posted recently, this one, which I talk about how I actually started this piece this way, and then I decided to turn it over, and I thought, wow, I think it's finished. Once I turn it around, it's finished, and I just did a couple touch-ups, and it's a done piece, right? So I talk about the process of turning the work upside down to finish the work. So those are the type of comments that I'm talking about. I'm not saying what they mean. I'm just saying, maybe sometimes, the process, or something interesting about each of the works, without saying what they mean, because meaning, I think, should be up to the viewer. Now, once I say that on my post, then the next thing, which is very important, is I say that they are available for sale, right? I have to make sure that I say that they are available, that they can go from my studio to your wall. And those are the phrase that I'm using, from my studio to your wall. They have never been shown anywhere. Brand new from the studio, it can go right into your wall. So you have to be proactive and say, this work, you can have it, right? This work can be yours, right? Language is important when you're promoting works of art that are for sale and that you want to promote them as for sale. Then the next thing I am doing, which is something very cool, is I say that the first inquiry on this work, as I posted, the first one is going to get the best deal. It's going to get the best deal, and that's what I'm doing. So I have released 4 of them so far up to this video, and 2 of them have already sold. One is already shipped, the other one is in the process of receiving payment. So 2 out of the 4, 2 have sold, and very quickly, within a day of being posted. Again, and the person who inquires first about it gets the best deal. That's the promise I'm giving, and that's the promise I'm holding. So when somebody inquires me, tell them how much they will be priced once they go on my website, and then I give them an offer that is very cool offer, very good one. And I do that through Messenger. I don't do it through the public comments. So don't ask me what's the deal. I'm not gonna tell you. It's only through people who inquire directly, because that's the promise that I'm making, right? You inquire directly to me, and I will give you an awesome deal. And that's what's working, and it's working really good. And that's the whole idea, right? The whole idea is to create momentum. So right now, this is all the work of art that I'm sharing in my Instagram. So I started with Instagram. I'm going to start today sharing it on Facebook, and also on my LinkedIn and on my Twitter, right? I started first my Instagram, followers get the first views, and then everybody else. I'm also pre-releasing the whole series to my email list, because they are in my email list. They get first look at everything, so they will have a look at my whole series before I release them all in social media. So you see the process, right? It's building momentum from the beginning, even from the time they were in the studio to now as they are being pre-released. So my friends, hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope this strategy helped you think about what kind of strategies can you create when you share your own art in social media. Thanks for watching, my friends. Hope you have a great day, and follow this series. It's gonna be awesome. And when it's all done and after they've all been shared, then they're gonna go to rc.net as well, sold through the gallery. Thank you, my friends, and I'll see you in the next episode of Breakfast with Sergio. Goodbye.